Local forecast with meteorologist Jackson Chastain starts now.
And some of you, if you didn't sleep in, woke up, saw a little bit of a light dusting on the cars, maybe even on the grass. This, I think, shot from Hummelstown shows it perfectly that it was there only for a brief moment, and then as temperatures warmed up, it melted off rather quickly for a day that was, I think, overall quite manageable. We're still seeing some stray rain shower activity, but even at this point, that is for the most part gone as this low continues to lift off to the north and to the east. Higher pressure will start to move in over the coming hours, and that'll actually keep us relatively precipitation free for Monday. Today's high 42, so a little bit warmer than we were on Saturday, but not much. And we're going to be actually relatively cold this week. Remember, we have a cold front that is moving on through, and with that colder air rushing in, you're going to see a lot of sub-freezing temperatures this week. Currently sitting at 39 degrees at Harrisburg International Airport. The wind's quite light. It will be breezy at times. So as you step out the door for Monday, just something to keep in mind. We'll drop down to around 29, maybe 28, depending on where you are, below freezing once again. Although, again, Monday we're not expecting much in terms of precipitation. Really, we're not expecting anything at all. It'll just be breezy, cold. Tuesday is the day that obviously everyone is watching. And then for the rest of this week, notice we stay very, very cold. In fact, we get down to about 31 by Friday, so below freezing. And then another opportunity for a snow/mix situation coming up next week. And I do want to focus a little bit more on what we're going to be seeing on Tuesday, because the models have been slowly but surely kind of coming into agreement that this is more than likely going to be more of a snow event than a mix event. Not to say that people won't see a mix, but you can see in our model here that rain snow line just a little bit further south than we have seen in some of our earlier models. And so we're anticipating right now likely to be a morning event. I would say if you get accumulations, those are going to come in the AM and much less likely in the PM before things move off and clear out. So we're going to continue to keep you updated on that. We're constantly watching that data, and it is definitely a situation where we could get a few inches of snow, which, by the way, if you've been looking at the past seasons that we've had here in the mid-state, usually we have to wait until January for this to happen. So for this to be occurring at the very beginning of December, maybe a little bit unusual compared to what we have seen in the recent past, but it is, look, we're dealing with it now. It's exciting. It is not something that I think is going to cause too many terrible impacts. But again, we are continuing to keep that data on. We're going to continue to watch that data for you and have updates. That's a quick look at your forecast. Mallory, I'll send it over to you.